to Call the Damn Leads, the show by sales professionals for sales professionals. I'm your host, Drew B. Wilson. With more than 2 decades in sales, I've seen it, been through it, heard about it. Now I'm bringing it to you, my favorite people in the world, the sales community. Because let's be honest, this is the greatest job on earth. Doesn't matter where you come from, what background, what personality type, you can create an amazing life in sales. Today's guest is definitely not a stranger to that journey. I need you guys to help me welcome Ivan Manna.
Hey, everybody. Thanks, Ruby, for having me on the show.
I appreciate you being here, man. I want to jump right in. I want to hear your crazy sales story.
Certainly, man. Real quick, by the way, everyone can hear me fine, right? The mic is
Yes,
working,
sir. We're
everything?
good to go. Yep.
Awesome. Good stuff. Yeah, so I don't have a crazy sales story. I have two kind of stories that I can share. You can choose which one, or maybe I'll tell them both. The first one is how I declined a client and ended up winning him. So that's one of the stories I can share. The other one is how I lost nearly all my leads in one day. So where do we want to start?
Tell me about where you lost all your leads, because I know sales guys, like, leads are the bread and butter. It's our life force. So tell me that story first. Let's jump into it.
Indeed. Yeah, so about 5 years ago is when I first started collecting email leads. That's the very first time. It's something when you first start you don't want to do because it's too time consuming, but you have to. It's super, super important, right? So it took me 2 years to finally actually do it and start collecting leads for my business. And I was then promoting an affiliate marketing guide. So I was generating a few thousands of leads over the next few months. And then I generated about 20 something thousand over the course of the next few years. But then here's what happened. As I was learning more and more about online marketing and email marketing specifically, I learned about certain automations and the fact that you have to filter your leads. And so I decided to implement it and try this out on my own system. Right? You can see where this is going.
I made this mistake. Please carry on.
And so what I did was I set up this automation where if nobody opens my emails after 90 days, if nobody says anything, doesn't respond, doesn't click on any links in 90 days, then I'm going to send them into this inactive users list. And in the inactive users list is where I'm going to just send them 1 or 2 emails. Right now I have 2 emails of follow-up saying, hey, if you're not interested, let me know, and I'll just remove you, no hard feelings, right? So I did that. And lo and behold, the next day, all my 20 so thousand leads disappeared. Now, not all of them. So I still had a few thousand, but it was a shock to me because I lost well over 80% of my leads. Right. And so the whole thing, I think Alex Hormozy says it. I think somebody else, where you only need 1,000 people on your email list to really make money. That's all you need. Right. You only need 1,000 loyal fans. Somebody says it. And so that really hit me. I understood what that meant. So
It's so interesting to me because I have this conversation. I literally just had it today with our consulting team. So they were talking about, we've been building our list and some of our clients are building their list. And, I was mentioning the importance of the unsubscribe feature, right? If someone doesn't like your content and they unsubscribe, it's not worth the TCPA fines and all the issues that you deal with if you keep sending them messages. But the other side of that is it's easier to send to the people who actually want your content, who are actively engaging and reading through stuff to work them than it is to try to work 20,000 leads. Right? I'd much rather have 2,000 active, engaged leads that are clicking on things, that are opening up the messages, than trying to work through 20,000 of them. And so while I have also been in that situation where I accidentally ran them through an automation and it deleted a bunch of stuff, and you're like, what happened?
Nobody likes
it's
me.
Like a nightmare. Yeah, it's a nightmare. And then as you start to kind of retrace your steps and understand, like, oh, okay, cool. Like, it's actually not as bad as I thought. Sometimes you can reverse those things if you're lucky. But it's really important to have a targeted list of people who are actively interested in what you have going on. And so, like, getting into affiliate marketing, that's kind of where I cut my teeth originally in entrepreneurship as well. Selling a software as a service, kind of just being an affiliate as someone who used it. how did you get into affiliate marketing? What made you decide it was something you wanted to do?
Yeah, it was a long journey. I heard about it 3 times, the typical marketing funnel, right? You got to hear about
Yeah,
it 7 times before you do anything, including marketing itself.
imagine.
So, yeah, so I heard it. I was working at a bank at the time as a financial representative. And so I heard about it once from an Uber driver. He said, "Hey, have you heard about this thing, online marketing, where you can run some Facebook ads, make big money?" I said, "Probably a scam. It's those same ads that you constantly see. Grandma makes $100,000 in 2 days." And it's like, nah, scam. Right. So, okay. That was one of the first times. Second time was actually one of my clients was an online marketer when I was at a bank. And so I was looking at the numbers to approve him for the mortgage. So I said, those are pretty good numbers for somebody with shorts and sandals, right? Because that's not your typical when you're at a bank.
Yeah.
That's not somebody who you see to be yeah, to be a successful figure. So yeah, so that was my second time. And the third one, so usually it takes more than three. But in this case, it was my dad who told me about it. One of his clients was an online marketer too, doing some affiliate marketing. And he said, hey, you should check out affiliate marketing. Because if you're looking for money, there's lots of potential in this field. And so to me, that was like, okay, that was my third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, and seventh time, basically, just right there and then. Yeah, and so I just typed in what is affiliate marketing, and I just digested every single blog post, every single YouTube video I could about the topic.
It's so funny how the universe, God, whatever you subscribe to, will like drop these messages in front of you, and you're just like, well, maybe. I don't know, let's give it a try. And so you go online and you start searching these things. And the best internet and affiliate marketers, the moment you go to their website, then you go to Facebook or social media, and immediately you're seeing their ads, and you're just like, I'm being followed by a ghost right now. And it's like, no, they're just really great at what they do.
There you
Because
go.
the idea is to get attention and then stay top of mind for these people. And what I really like about affiliate marketing is that there's two aspects of it, right? You have the people that are just super spammy and it's just like kind of obnoxious and you're like, I don't really like that. And then you have the people that you see that are very, very good at it. And what they'll do is they will continue to educate you. They'll give you everything you need to know because ultimately they're the someone that started using it as a tool for themselves and then realize that there's other people that are still dealing with this problem that need access to this tool or this product or service. And so now they go on this like raving fan mission of being able to tell people about it, and then they make a couple bucks from it. So like, what was the first product that you started becoming an affiliate for that like made you realize, hey, this is something that actually works and I can do this for real?
Yeah, actually, it was, I don't know if you've heard of Vic Strizis from the
Can't say that I
4%
have.
group. No, yeah, he's got some reputation behind him, good and bad, but I took all the good.
Okay.
So he actually taught me all the technical stuff. So I'm grateful to him for that because he was the one who taught me all the technical bits and pieces of affiliate marketing. So your email marketing system, your tracking system, your website or landing page funnel building system, right? All of that. So he was the one that got me first into it. And yeah, that was the first figure I followed and just started learning from, for sure.
So, we all find that person, right? We're all like, all right, this is a guy that knows what the heck he's doing. What were some of the things that you tried that didn't quite go the way you thought? Because there's a lot of guys out there selling the secret to success. But once you get on the inside, you start realizing like, there's no secrets here. What's going on?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was just getting the traffic. So running the ads is not as easy as some people make it seem. And quite frankly, in his initial courses, I don't know if he's doing anything now or whatnot, but in the 4% group when I first started, this seems like a sales pitch now for this.
But it's a learning experience, right? This is how
A
we
learning
all learn what
experience.
works and what doesn't.
That's right. So initially, actually, interesting thing is like we set everything up, right? We got all the technical stuff out. Now it's time to actually drive the traffic and make money. And that's the part at which, for some reason, he just kept kind of rolling back and saying, oh, no, like we got to go back, or we can't do this yet, or no, sorry, this isn't going to work out. Until eventually, I think 4% no longer became a thing and he moved to something else. And so
Mm.
as I was trying to follow along with him and to keep doing that as well, but I noticed, yeah, creating the ads is its whole own science, which is why you have all these agencies and all these people specifically managing your Google ads, your Facebook ads. They're complete separate beasts.
Yeah, and some people are great at the technical side, but when it comes to time to be creative, they struggle, right? And so copywriting and graphic design and understanding the psychology behind why certain
Mm-hmm.
images will stop the scroll or why certain headlines are more effective than others. There's a whole science to this. And what you have to really start to think about and kind of reverse engineer when you get into a space like affiliate marketing is it's like you can't be thinking about you and all the benefits and like,
Mm,
oh, there's all these little things that are so great about it. It's like, what is it that the other person is actually struggling with? What's the deeper emotion? What's the thing that they have going on in their life right now that's going to get them to stop and go, you know what? This is exactly what I need. This is the thing that's going to solve my
yeah.
problem. And so I know in your journey, you've gone on to help hundreds, if not thousands, of people figure this out. What
Mhm.
was kind of the thing that allowed you to step into that and really start saying, hey, listen, I've made all the mistakes that you don't want to make. Let me show you the path and get you there.
Yeah, it was really just the moment at which I was able to just make money with affiliate marketing full time. So I got the ClickBank award a few years ago where you make over $250,000 in affiliate commissions. So we're not talking about agency numbers. It's just everything is
Straight.
right. Just me as an affiliate, just me myself promoting everything, all these products. So it was at that point where, I mean, I started my YouTube channel 22 days after I typed in what is affiliate marketing into Google
Okay.
to kind of document my progress and just kind of show people every single step of the way that I learned. And so after I was able to do it, like get full time affiliate commissions after about a year and a half. And then the next year, I think, is when I got my ClickBank award for running all these affiliate promotions. And so it was just seeing that because that award, the ClickBank Platinum Award, is something that ClickBank affiliates strive for. That's their goal. That's what they want to
Yeah.
have. So when I got it, it was just a psychological click saying that I've made what other people want. And I've gone through the whole journey myself. And so, me just being a natural teacher, I love to teach. I've been teaching my whole life since elementary school. I would find kids and teach them stuff for money. Yeah.
That's
And
part of it,
so,
right?
yeah. And so I said, hey, like I went through the whole thing. Let me try to break it down for you guys and go through the whole mental process of what it takes to go from A to B to Z ultimately.
And what's cool about that is, as things shift in the world and the marketplace, if I understand correctly, you kind of went from like just affiliate marketing to doing like more broad online marketing. Why the shift from, if you're making 250 grand in a year, like that's pretty decent money. Why shift into doing more online marketing versus just sticking with the affiliate side?
Yeah, because I started reading more books as well about passive income, the millionaire fast lane, the 48-hour weekend, millionaire weekend or something. And I just really love the idea of complete passive income. Now,
Mm,
affiliate marketing, which is what I was doing, it is for sure a, how would you say it? It's a way of passive income for sure, at least way more than a 9 to 5 job. I just work whenever I want to on my own time. The problem is I still have to work. So I still have to
mm,
go in there and make the ads and check the ads and all that. And specifically why the shift is because with affiliate marketing, with the way I was doing it, I was running ads on Google and Microsoft. And the problem with the products that I was promoting, that even though they got me a lot of money and I was happy where I was, a lot of products just the turnover rate is so high for those products.
mm,
They just 1 month they're there, the next month they're not. Out of 10 products, only one or two will actually be successful in your campaigns, and that's fine. So it's just you have to constantly be on there, even though it's a passive income, yes, way more than a 9 to 5. You still have to be there and work out with all these products and all their rules too. Some of them don't allow brand bidding, or some of them change the rules and say you can no longer
mm.
do this. And so what I've realized after this was 7 years, so this was a year or two ago that I've just realized that looking back in all my experience from when I started, what are the products and what income am I still making now that I'm still making from when I first started. And it wasn't any of those ClickBank products that every month it's a new product. It was the products that mainly SaaS software, like ClickFunnels, ClickMagic, Unbounce, Kartra, all those products that you use for online marketing that have paid me 6 years ago that are still paying me now to this day every month. And so,
Yeah,
yeah, you know,
that's it, it's one of those things that you got to know your numbers. And it doesn't matter what industry you're in, whether you're selling marketing or roofs or insurance, like you have to know your numbers. You have to understand where it makes the most sense to spend your time, energy, and effort, because like we can all make more money, right? And it's kind of a woo-woo thing. And once you figure out how to like get past your own, self-limiting beliefs around money, it starts coming in almost faster than you can fathom. But understanding those numbers in a way that allows you to continue focusing your time, energy, and effort, which are your real finite resources, on the things that generate the best return for that investment. It's
yeah.
just like marketing, right? If I'm going to put a dollar in, I'm trying to get $2 to $3 back. My thing now is like, hey, if I'm going to put an hour into something, what's the return on that investment for my hour? Because I can't get that back. Can't buy it, can't win it in a poker tournament, don't get a box of it on Christmas morning. And so, what would you say are like some of the underutilized or underrated platforms that people could be using to kind of market themselves that you're not seeing many people on yet?
Yeah. So, this kind of the mistake that I was doing when I first started, when I was learning. I thought the only platforms to market anything was Google, Facebook, and Microsoft ads.
Mm.
Running ads, that's it. But now, well, over the past few years, I've been realizing that just getting on podcasts, guest blog posting, using social media, using Reddit, providing value in every medium you can. That's actually the best way to market. And again, going back to Mr. Hormozy, I think he wrote it from the $100 million leads. He said that, like paid ads, that's your last resort. That's the last thing you're doing, right? The first things you're doing is just everything you can in terms of getting your name out there from all the other available, most of them free resources, marketplaces.
Yeah, I will say that in my journey early on, like the brand that we've built, it really just started on Facebook, right? Every time we go on there, we'd go into these groups and we'd comment, and I'd always just hit the tagline, "Hey, call the damn leads, call the damn leads, call it." Like I would just use it anywhere and everywhere I could. And over time, more and more people saw it, and more people started using it, and more like it led to that conversation. I mean, to be transparent with you guys that are here listening, the whole reason the Call the Damn Leads podcast exists is because I don't want to have to be the person that talks on this thing the whole time. You get boring and it would be old and you would not want to hear all the stuff that I have to say all the time. B, it's a great way to connect with other people who will then share this content on their platform to their audience, right? So it's like affiliate marketing in the sense of like, hey, if we have a great conversation and you enjoy it and you share it on your social media to your audience of 100,000, 200,000, a million, heck, even if it's only 1,000 people, if we get two or three folks that hear it and they're like, hey, that's hilarious, I like it, and then they go to our store and they buy some stuff, like that is a win for me. This is a great place to do it, on top of the fact that I get to have awesome conversations with people like yourself. And so, what are some of the simple things that people can be doing? Maybe they're new to marketing or they're kind of new to this whole online world. What's some of the like the foundational stuff that they can do early on that will create major traction in the long term?
Post unique content everywhere you can. Make one blog post a day. Make one blog post every few days. Take 15 minutes out of your day to do that. Post on social media. I think if you have something that people like, which is maybe another topic we can have about the biggest and most important thing when it comes to marketing,
Yeah,
if you have a good product and you know that people need it, it's going to sell itself. You just got to put it out there. Really. Right. So, yeah,
it's true though. You gotta like you can have the best product in the world, but if people don't know about it, who's gonna come and buy it from you?
exactly. So just use common sense, honestly. Just don't be afraid. Uh, there was another book I read as well, forgot the name, but basically the author said that there were two things that really stop people from succeeding. One is people that are afraid of doing, and the other is people that are afraid of asking. So
Mm.
just think like, where can I get my stuff out there and do that? So social media, right? Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, everywhere. Make videos. Just don't be afraid. Just go ahead and just post it everywhere. That's totally free. You don't have to pay anything for that at all. And if it's a good product and there is an audience for it, it's going to catch fire.
I love that. I've been telling people in our coaching community for years, like, make one post a day on the social media platform of your choice.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter which one, pick one and just get really consistent there. Because then you can take that content and repurpose it across every other platform. As long as you don't do it on the same day at the same time, like most people, if they did see it before, they'll forget. Otherwise, social media only shows your content to about 10% of your follower count. So even if you posted today, 90% of the people that know you aren't going to see it. So you can always reuse it again later. So let's say people are posting and they're starting to create content. What does a good website or landing page look like? Because like it's one thing to post content, but the whole thing is to get them to take the next step, to click on your website, to go through the process, to learn more about what you offer so that they can buy more of your stuff. How does that work?
Yeah. So I'm going to extend your question. And instead of website or landing page, I'll say, what does a good funnel look like? The whole, right, from A to Z, which starts with a landing page and then ends with your downsells and upsells. So I think every funnel, every user journey should start with a lead magnet for many reasons. One is people love free stuff. Two is you get people on your list. People see the value that you bring for free, and then they start thinking, how much value will this guy give me if I actually pay him? So absolutely, lead magnet should be at the top via this landing page that you mentioned, which then gets people on the list. You can email them. You got their email. You can email them your offers. So now we go to your actual core offer potentially. So in my case, for example, my courses. And then from there, you can use bump offers. You can use upsells, downsells. Does your audience know what that is, or should we explain?
Um, Break it down for them. So let's just say maybe they don't have an idea what that means. Let's give them some real behind the scenes marketing knowledge here.
Sure. Yeah. So whenever you're selling something, don't be afraid to add add-ons to it, add extensions, because usually people think that selling is bad. You shouldn't be selling. They're a little hesitant and shy to sell and to put products in front of people's faces. But if it's something that has value, you should put it in people's faces because you're benefiting those people. You're helping them. So one of the mistakes that I did early on is I, for example, used to sell my courses and then that's it. And so I would have some people that would be willing to pay thousands and tens of thousands of dollars for a done for you solution or anything like that. But I didn't have that option. I just had my one course. And so what an upsell is, think of it like an addition to your main offer. So if I have my course, my upsell would be, hey, if you don't want to go through the course, I'll do it for you. A done for you solution would be an upsell, for example. A downsell is if somebody rejects the upsell. Then you say, hey, if you don't want the done for you solution, maybe let me help you as a consultation, and then you can pay me for that. And then you have a bump offer. A bump offer is something that when somebody's about to buy your product, you give them a little option just below the checkout button that says, hey, add this, for example, ebook for an extra $5. So yeah, try to add these extensions because everybody has it. Everybody in your audience, everybody who's selling something, they for sure have more knowledge than they think they do. Just don't be shy. Don't be afraid to put it out there and to offer it to people in the form of these products and upsells and downsells.
I love that. Thank you for the explanation because I'm sure there are people they're like, I don't know what the heck this even means, but I love it because there's two parts for me that are really important. One, the whole point, as you said, is not to send them through a process and then have them hit a brick wall. Like you don't want that. If they're spending money, don't stop them from spending more money. And B, when you're running paid traffic, the whole point of paid traffic is to make money. And so if you're spending $10 to acquire a customer, like it costs you $10 for them to click on your page and actually make a purchase, that upsell downsell process is where you get to increase your average order value.
That's right.
So if your product is $15 and it costs you $10 to get them there, a $5 margin is pretty solid, right? If you're a marketer, you'll probably take that. But what if that $15 became $150 because you gave them an opportunity to add on an extra course or get, replacement parts for the thing that they're going to buy from you, Or like in our case, when we sell our ebooks, hey, would you want to add on the audiobook version for a couple of bucks more? I can say without a doubt that adding the audiobooks to our funnel process increased our average order value by $5 per order. But you can't make a sale you don't ask for. And
That's
so
right.
if you don't have these things on there, you're literally missing out on potentially thousands, tens of thousands, maybe millions of dollars. It's
Yeah.
like anytime you go to the McDonald's, would you like to supersize it?
Yeah.
They're just upselling you, right? That's all
That's
this is. They're giving you the
perfect.
opportunity.
That's the perfect example. Yeah. And actually, to your point, I think Russell Brunson said it. Am I quoting too many people here?
No, hey man, listen, the people that have poured into us, like, give kudos where it's due, man. It's how we learn and how we grow. At some point, they may be shouting you and I out, talking about, man, I listened to this podcast with Yvonne and Drewby, and like, this is where I'm at.
Good stuff. To your point about it, that's exactly it. Russell Brunson said this too. He said, whoever has the best funnel wins in terms of paid ads, precisely because of this. Because even if you're selling something for way cheaper than your competitor, your actual funnel, so the whole process and your upsells and downsells and everything else you offer could actually have much higher value, which could allow you to pay more per lead because of that. So very essential.
That's the long game, right? The person who can pay the most to acquire a customer while still being profitable is ultimately going to win the game of business. And so, man, we could probably sit here and nerd out on this forever because I love the marketing conversation. As a sales guy, I learned that the moment I could start generating my own leads, I could literally write my own paycheck. And so I want to be respectful of your time. How do we come find you, follow you, check out more of your content, your courses, whatever that looks like, so that me and the listeners can come check out your stuff?
Sure. So actually, if you go to yvonnemana.com, I give a 7-day marketing starter plan, anybody that signs up. So some of the things that we talked about is actually in that plan. It's a step-by-step by the day. And then if you guys want to see, I have a YouTube channel with over 700 videos by now, totally free content. If you guys just go to youtube.com/YvonneMana or just type in Yvonne Mana in YouTube, you'll see all my videos, various online and affiliate marketing related content.
I love it. Thank you. We will definitely make sure those links are down in the show notes. And listen, guys, if you enjoyed this episode, if you got some value out of it, if you learned something, go share it on social media. Tell the world about it. Let them know that this was a good investment of your time. And maybe even if you know somebody that sucks at marketing, send it their way. Help them out. You don't have to tell them they suck, but like if you just know, send them this episode. It's filled with gems. There's lots of great information about how to truly get yourself into a position where if you put $1 into the machine, maybe you'll actually get $1.50 back or more. But you have to have all the things that Yvonne talked about today so that it will actually work appropriately. So, man, thank you again for being here. This has been a blast.
Thank you, Drewby. It was a pleasure.
Awesome. Well, listen, you guys know what to do now. Go call the damn leads. We'll see you guys on the next one.